the past week I've been getting into a very nice groove of working out. Um, Also, it helps a lot that my cousin started joining in on my training sessions. He actually works out in my gym um, in the afternoon, but um, I think last week he was asking to, he wanted to switch up his schedule, and I happily obliged. And now he's been coming very frequently in the mornings, and it helps a lot to break up the monotony of morning workouts by myself. And um, even if he doesn't know it, it actually pushes me to do that extra rep or add additional weight to increase the amount of weight that I'm moving. So this week I started off a little slow. Um, First with the 45 and then uh, the 25 on each side. I normally go up a plate after my warm-up set, but this time around I really want to focus on hypertrophy and really really pounding in the sets and the reps of all of these weights. Definitely after my leg day, I felt soreness for about 2 to 3 days after the workout, which was quite intensive, as you'll be able to see in the video. Um, it definitely, I definitely pushed myself a little more than my previous workout sessions, which, I mean, you know, it's great to progress in such a manner that you're proud of your achievements. And I think celebrating any and every achievement, doing something is very beneficial to your mental state. Also, uh, going into my working sets, I got into my 5x5 here with 235. I toned it down from my normal 275 for 5 because I don't think I could do 5 sets of 5 with 275. I maybe could do 2 sets at most, and I just wasn't willing to risk the amount of the chance of injury, so I went down to 235 here. Um, I think next week or so, or the next time I hit the 5x5s, I'd want to go for 245 or 255 at least. But yeah, this workout was definitely a one for the books this time around. My running has also been a little on and off. I'm still getting into the groove of things. Sometimes my body has these stomach feelings that um, that create problems when I go run. I mean, obviously, um, the first 5 minutes of running, I always regret each time. But once I'm out there and I have my feet under me running, it eases the burden, and I actually enjoy running after the fact. It always takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to warm up um, to run. So I think here's my
Easy. Last password?
that was my last set, and that was just a little bit on the difficult side. But yeah, I think going forward, if my cousin uh, wants to keep these morning workouts, it definitely will help me out. Um, he might not even know it, but um, it helps me out to have someone to be accountable. Just makes it a little easier to follow a schedule when there's someone else that's conforming to your schedule. I have these conflicting thoughts in my head a lot of the times when I'm deciding if I want to go run or not. Um, Sometimes it's a time thing, or sometimes just the way that my body's feeling during the day. And when I was younger, I always leaned more to the the resting part of my body, or the resting part of my mind, and I always told myself, okay, maybe tomorrow I'll start, or maybe tomorrow I'll run those miles. And um, nowadays, those thoughts are always still there, and it's a pretty big mental struggle to go through that, because one side of your body is telling you to rest as much as possible, but the other side is just you can do it. I mean, why not challenge yourself or push yourself?
Let's go.
And luckily my cousin was here today to spot my bench, because I went up to that 295, and it was definitely one of my heavier sets. Yeah, going back to the groove, and having these thoughts about not wanting to run. It's a very fascinating thing to think about, the decisions that your mind makes to not do something. Like your mind will find every reason, if you don't like something, or if you don't like a certain food or a certain activity, your mind will create so much effort to make that type of activity or food undesirable. And I think that kind of shows that the mind is the strongest thing in your body in terms of willpower. Um, the mind, the mind can create such great opportunities, but at the same time, it can tear you down, which is pretty crazy to really think about. I so going relating that back to groove and kind of a rhythm. Always train your mind. Train your mind to be better, to keep lifting more weights or um, running, biking further, really pushing boundaries of what your mental state could be. Um, I've always thought that uh, the physical aspect of working out was the most important, but I really think that the mental state pushes you further than any type of motivation. Everyone has that type of drive. It's just finding it, finding what you like, finding what you enjoy doing, and what brings purpose into your life. Running allows me to clear my mind and think about all these scenarios in my head and how to overcome, achieve, and find solutions to. These are my running splits for this week. Looking pretty good. Really, definitely getting my running legs under me and hopefully increase the mileage in the weeks to come. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.